Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Sunday, and I'm here to invite you guys out to join me on this Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where my guest will be Mr. Osei Andrews Hutchinson, a returning guest. He's got some great adventures to tell us about. And I'm looking forward to hearing about them coming up on this Tuesday. Also on today is Black History Moment. So let me first start out by saying that I want to give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we've been traveling together, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. Now, one of the reasons why I talk about my mentor as much as I do is because I want you all to understand the value of having a mentor, someone that can be a blessing in your life when things are difficult and you're going through some things. Your mentor is there to help you navigate through some of these terrible situations that can occur in life. The other thing is having someone praying for you on a regular basis. Dr. Hunt was on here a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about some of the duties of a mentor and what they do. They pray for you, and that's something that is invaluable. So I encourage you to find a mentor, someone that you can trust, someone you can count on, then have them pray for you as well as you pray for them. So then you can get a show and shout your mentor out each and every chance you get. All right, so enough talk about that. Today is Sunday, and we talk about Black History moments on Sunday. And I just felt the need, seeing this out in the local news, how Black history has been under attack. And I just wanted to help clarify and help encourage people to understand how important Black history is. And in the comments section, there are comments about why Black history is important. We, current day, need to understand what our ancestors went through and the important role that they play in history. Now, they talk about Black History Month as being an American thing, but Black history goes all the way back to the beginning of time. We have had kings and queens that ruled this world successfully. Empires that they had were successful. And we need to keep telling our younger generations about some of these success stories. I mean, we hear about, people that have made millions and millions of dollars and have done so much great things in the world. Well, why not talk about some of our Black history heroes? In America, we have had more scientists since slavery time than any place else in the world. In America, they helped create the modern day things that we have now and use on a regular basis. I heard someone say just over the weekend, they talked about the inventor of the lawnmower. There are many businesses that started out cutting grass, and the lawnmower, the rotary lawnmower, was created by a Black inventor. So there are so many things like electricity that we don't give our Black ancestors credit for. So I wanted to emphasize the most important part about understanding black history. Black history in Florida has been banned. They don't want to talk about slavery. Last week I talked about how they used babies during slavery time to hunt for alligators in the Florida Everglades. And the current administration in Florida, they want to try and make that go away like it didn't happen. I saw one commentary said, well, we can't verify. Yes, we can. Our ancestors have witnessed these things. Their children were used to hunt alligators for the skin of the alligators so that they can make profit off of the alligator skins. Now, there are other atrocities that follow slavery. They abused and misused us in the United States horribly, and now they don't want to talk about it. They talk about the civil rights movement like it was just a casual thing, like Rosa Parks. They said, well, we don't want to tell people that Rosa Parks was fighting for equal opportunity to be able to sit on the bus in the front just like everybody else that was paying to be on the bus. They don't want to talk about people like Medgar Evers, who helped establish the first NAACP office in Mississippi during a time when white folks said no. Black folks stood up and said yes. Counter boycotts where they sat at the food counter to be served in white-only sections. Yes, white-only sections that existed during the times of the 50s and 60s. And I'm not talking about that far or that long ago. You know, there are so many things that our ancestors suffered. I remember when they used to have marches and the police used to have the fire department turn on the fire hoses on the people that were protesting for equal rights, civil rights, the right to be able to go to a library and open a book without getting arrested and beaten. You know, so there's so much history that we are a part of American history. We're embedded into the culture of American history. They don't want to talk about the indigenous people that lived in this country that were considered to be savages and beasts until the Europeans came here and began to conquer them and kill off them like they didn't count. So that's much part of black history, because a lot of the indigenous people of this country were of color. They had dark skin. You know, just like in every other country around the world, there were dark-skinned people that they treat poorly and bad. They don't want to talk about it. Australia, in Europe, in Asia, there are people of skin color just like me and you, and they don't want to acknowledge us that we were important in history. So, yes, black history is very important, and I encourage you never to ever let it die. And I always use the example of Jewish history when they said the Holocaust occurred to the Jews in Germany, how Hitler destroyed them and literally tried to wipe them off the face of the earth just to lift himself up. You know, the Germans were more important than any other race, and he launched an attack against the dark-skinned Jews. He tried to wipe them out. But yet the members and the survivors of the Holocaust will not ever let you forget. So I encourage you, don't let them make you forget about your ancestors. And I say this all the time. The blood of our ancestors cries out for us never to forget the suffering that they went through and all the things that they had to go through in order to survive so that we can still be here and have more benefits than some of the people that our ancestors had. So I encourage you, don't let them let the history, the black history, the inventors, the successful people, the warriors, the kings and the queens of Africa, the information, don't let it die. Keep it alive. Keep it alive in your families. Keep it alive in your schools. Keep it alive in your universities. Keep it alive in your workplace. Keep it alive. Let's just keep our history alive as much as possible. So I want to invite you guys to join me at ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to notice and observe that we have the ability to watch every live episode right there in real time. Go over to the website. I want you to also notice that we have advertisers. There are advertisers, some that you can see right here. Support my advertisers. They make it possible for me to do what I do right here on the broadcast. So please support the advertisers. I also want you to come join me each and every Wednesday on Street News Now at 12 noon for the Noon Report, where I give you commentary about everyday news events, what's going on. So please come on over and check them out each and every Wednesday. And don't forget to join me each and every Saturday at 12 noon from the desk of Dr. Ron. When you go over there, you will notice that I give commentaries about what's going on in my life each and every Saturday. So please come and join me each and every Saturday. And don't forget to join me this Tuesday for Osei. Osei will be joining me this Tuesday. He's been on the show before, so he's a return guest, and we want to hear what he has to say. You don't want to miss it. And I want to thank you for making donations. Please keep up the good work. Continue to do so. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, like, and share. And then tell somebody, hey, you don't want to miss this. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday. We're going to have a great conversation. You don't want to miss it. So be careful, be safe. See you guys on